Okay. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Well, that we can just throw out that line. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. I feel like this might be a pretty important one, because several days old. It means that since we've been living here for like what, a week, 2 weeks? The wounds happened while Mukuro was still in here, and I would have to assume that they were inflicted on her by another student. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. That's a lot to look at. Places to check. Oh, that's interesting. That is a truth bullet. It's a nice list, but will that come up in trial later? I suppose it's pointless to go grab a bite before we head off for the search, right? You know, it said all rooms were unlocked. And, no, well, not like Mukuro had a room of her own anyway. Not that we could see. But I'm wondering if we can go into people's rooms. Their dorm rooms. Not that I want to invade their privacy or anything, but would be interesting to see. Oh, Taka's room. The door is unlocked. But it has nothing to do with my investigation. No time for detours now. Okay, well, if we suspect that one of the people that we're with is the mastermind, it would be connected to the case if we try to search their rooms, right? Well, Kyoko's probably doesn't have anything in it. I think she'd be very unhappy if I just barged in without permission, just like how she barged in my room. What about Byakuya's? I doubt this is gonna be fruitful, but at least we get a nice little line of dialogue. Toko's room, the door is unlocked. What? We'll go in? Is that it? Hina's room. I don't want to imagine what she'd do if I went in without telling her. This is Hiro's room. I don't have any reason to want to go inside. Because he's too stupid, he can't be the mastermind. Okay, well, why not just start with the closest thing to us? Yeah. Check under the stairs. No, we can't. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. Alone? That's kind of scary. Holy whoa. This is the second floor of the dorms? No wonder there's no cameras here. It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Whoa, that is not what I was expecting. I thought, oh god, I thought there were no cameras here by choice, but it's very clear that they can't even put cameras here if they wanted to. Ooh, there's a occupied room. Oh my god, I am so scared. Nothing better pop out. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that Egyptian thing? Hey, that looks like the symbol from Pony Island. I don't know if you guys know that game, but it's kind of scaring me. Hey, it's a nice bathroom. The dorm bathrooms are nicer, huh? Oh, it's nighttime too. Just that word nighttime at the top corner makes me uneasy. What is that? Oh my god, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay, let's go this way first. Well, why would anyone want to live in here? Oh my dear god. Holy shiz. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Ooh. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Oh, well, the blood. Where are the corpses? Did someone move them somewhere? I feel so uncomfortable right now. Oh my dear god. It's like playing a horror game. Okay, well, back to the Egyptian thing. Oh, that's so scary! This is so scary! What is this? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Well, they really trashed it. I wonder if, like the previous class, could they also have gone under a killing game? I don't know, cause, I mean, if the stuff was... I don't know. Is there a point in looking at all these lockers, or are they all broken? I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Okay, now you know it's important because non-important things don't get close-ups like that. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Can we find Mukuro's handbook? Oh, are they all the same? Yep. Okay, there's a lot of lockers here, so I'm guessing most of them are just gonna be the same. We can try one more. Yeah, so the broken ones, you can't get in. The locked ones, you can't get in. Yep. Okay, well, let's get out. Are they broken because someone tried to get in? I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable. What is this? There's a room in this room. Oh, the headmaster's private room. Holy, this guy was living like a king. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
So,
it's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
eh.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Whoa, why is Kyoko so small? Isn't the ratio a little bit off? No, actually, it looks okay now, but at first it looked like she was miniature. Ooh, there's a computer. There's a computer! Dang, there's a secret room. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. It's still working.
どうやら
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair?
だけど
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
つまり
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
でも
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? Well, if it actually says 1 year ago, then that tells me that this PC was used very recently. So, I don't know, that could be a thing. But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information on the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
そう
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Ooh, that's a scary picture. Okay, well... There's a few things overlapping there. I wonder how we can... A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. How about the PC? The nice PC over there. There's still one more thing. Is it that? What's the other circle here? The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh my god. Of all things, you look at the desk, not even the papers? Oh my god. How normal is it to have something this fancy though? There's even a curtain here for the bed area and like nice alcohols and secret compartments. Oh, maybe that's a personal bathroom. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay, sure. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
それは
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. Breeze? There's wind on the other side? A breeze?
ええ
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean, like, a hidden room? Wait. Even if it's a room, there wouldn't be a breeze unless something is moving inside, would there? I think I might know how to open it. Well, you know, if you look at movies enough, then you find the bookshelf and then take out the book. Take out the book. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
ええ
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up. The password is your name.
でも
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know that it's probably made of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
そうね
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. I think it's related to her, because using your daughter that you haven't seen in many, many years as a password is not only secure because the people around you don't know you have a daughter, and it's also a good way to show that Kyoko's dad actually gave a crap about her. And then Kyoko's gonna be all like, oh, no way, I can't even hate my dad? Well, that's really cliche, so we'll see what happens. For example, what about your name? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. Another instance of someone thinking that people only behave rationally, fully rationally. Numbers and letters, the strongest password. Not always the case, right? After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
さあ
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, wait, on the computer,
どう
goddammit.
やら
Sorry. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more. Whew, that is a good point.
ね
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Come on, work, you gotta work. We can't hurt Kyoko like this. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in, I don't know, if I'm a dad, I wouldn't type the last name, I would just type my beloved daughter Kyoko, or even just Kyoko, right? Seems a little bit formal, but we'll see. Are you gonna stop? What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Grim? That's a complex emotion. Kyoko. Like, she really... It's not even about not liking her dad. She hates her dad. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the back! Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Oh, I have no doubt that it's for her. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Oh no, Kyoko's dad was a good dad, wasn't he? This is a really big contrast with that fancy room outside though. Let me look at this first. I better check out that suspicious... Fine. How are you feeling though? ... She was right. It was unusual and she couldn't stop looking at it. No, not just looking. Glaring. Very children and their parents. Complex relationships. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. I think it's okay because it doesn't seem like anybody would have known that password. Okay! Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh? If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Oh. Wait, so you know what's in there? Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? A sock puppet? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... What the heck? Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Whoa! What the... What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? Is this her dad? Or, wait, who left the present? If it's so out of place here... wait, did Monokuma do this? I don't even... Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Someone is being malicious. Human bones. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? There was a crack on the skull though, so this person got hit on the head. I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. You're looking at the girl who's really acclimated to death, right? So...
違うわ。
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. He's dead! But then why did he get a crack on his head? Oh, who the hell left this here? That's so fucked up! That's pretty much the same thing! A dead guy in a box! Hey, be a little careful with your wording here, okay? You are speaking to the daughter. My father. Huh? What about him?
そう。
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Oh, are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on! How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
それは。
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Wow, I completely forgot about that already.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them.
Oh, and then he said that only high school students have been in the school. Oh, Kyoko, she already knew here, and she didn't let up on it at all. She didn't want to freak us out. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
つまり。
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really have given up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Oh my god. So I have to assume that Kyoko's dad was part of the previous administration, right? And Monokuma came along, killed him, put him in a box. Holy shit. Oh my god. Huh? This picture. Aww. That's so sad. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
本当に。
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
どうして？
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. Yeah, Kyoko's doing that thing where it's like, you know, I don't like my dad because he abandoned me. Screw him. I became way better than he'll ever be. But deep inside, I'm actually very sad and I want to see him and I want to make up with him again. That kind of thing. That's the whole reason I came here. and now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Oh, poor girl. How do you feel? Yeah. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Ne.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like. Are you sure?
だって
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Oh, emergency handbook that opens everything. Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
つまり
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it was. I think you're probably right.
どうやら
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But, Kyoko...
私は
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then, I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Yeah, it's like her dad's stuff.
ね
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? What's your favor? A favor? What is it?
それは
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more. But...
ね
Could you leave? Nah, sure. Huh?
そう
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko... Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
ちょ
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, but not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. It would be nice if we can find a letter of some sort later.
私は
That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
とにかく
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Man. Rough time for everyone all around. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Okay, we've seen this like 5 times by now. "15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else... Can you believe it? 10 people died. Oh, God. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me. Byakuya. Hiro. Toko. Hina. And Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no! That can't be! I refuse to believe it! There has to be some other way! There just has to be! Yes, like, it could be one of the dead people, for all we know. And I have a thought on that too, but I don't want to say it just yet, because it seems a little bit too far-fetched right now. So let me see if any other pieces of evidence come up, and I'll see. Yeah, can we not have that going here? That's really creepy. Anyway, we should be able to open these lockers now, which will hopefully provide a clue. So any of the lockers that aren't wrecked already. Yep. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. God. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. Ooh, this locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. See, the first thing I think when I look in this locker is Hiro. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? Holy shit. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't let me be right. These are our lockers. Remember how we found that crazy diamond pickaxe? That means that more of our stuff must be around somewhere, right? What if these are our things? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Oh my god. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Oh no. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, oh no. Any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Oh my god. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean... he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? I want to bring up something that I remembered a long time ago but I kept forgetting to say. You know how when we first met everyone in the mail hall? Sayaka, when we met Sayaka, she's like, oh, have we met somewhere before? And then we found out later that, oh, it's because we went to the same middle school, so we didn't think anything of that then. But I was looking back at like part 1 or whatever it was again, and Chihiro said the same thing. And I'm pretty sure we didn't go to the same school, so I think that's more linked to what's going on here. how it seems like we might have known each other before. Oh, that's the wrong locker. So I guess we'll just go clockwise. I'm so scared. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. Is it Kyoko's? But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. Oh? There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? Okay, so some sort of disaster has happened, but I'm not sure of what nature. Like, are we talking an earthquake or... but whatever. So the headmaster decided that the smart people, the smart students, people of the future, literally, should be kept safe. And then somewhere along the line, the whole thing got hijacked by Monokuma and gang. And they started making us kill each other. So Monokuma and gang are the people responsible for the disaster too, right? Huh. But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko... Ah, my god. Okay, I guess I'm kind of glad that Kyoko... Well, maybe the current Kyoko might not be really appreciative of it, but it seems like Kyoko did come to the school and did get to talk to her father, so hopefully they smooth things out a bit. What was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What? What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Hey, can you read that? I can't even see. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There is a second despair. What? I'm so scared right now. Hey, you wanna... But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers... I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? Which is you. So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I assume since you made that monologue, it means that the rest of this isn't gonna be fruitful. But let's just make sure. Okay. Should we show that to Kyoko? Because I feel like that's something to probably... It would be good to give her a heads up before we bring it up during the trial later, randomly, right? Hey, Kyoko, I'm really sorry to disturb you. There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but... I better give her some more time. Okay, well, if you say so then. I think that's actually the last room, though. So we can probably get out of... here. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back here. I hope I didn't miss anything, but I don't think I did. So if we go back... Actually, we should just teleport straight there. What were the other rooms that we could go to? They'll probably be marked with a thing anyway. Okay. Yep, lots of things marked. Why don't we start with the 4th floor, the data center? That music changed right when we get here. Whoa! Oh, I thought it looked different. Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. It's okay, we'll do it together. Cause it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. Okay, no, you do it yourself then. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Well, here goes nothing. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait! Let me take cover first! I don't want to get exploded! Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead! Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing! I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Am I inside a Gundam? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Little bear portraits. M, capital M. For Monokuma or Mastermind, I guess. There's some kind of a hatch on the floor. But right now, I'm more concerned about that weird device. You mean weird device? That's a kind of a strange way to describe this entire room. Oh, there's like prints for the paws. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. Touch it. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean this is where he's controlled? Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Oh, hold on! You can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. I'm not opposed to it. Sometimes you just gotta go. Oh, that's the Monokuma entrance sound. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. That button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. Do they have one Monokuma station at each room? And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center... That's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. I'm scared too, Hina. Can we go to— oh my god, the floor! It's Monokuma. Jesus! Oh my god. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hello? Hi. Hey! Whoa.
Hey, give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Ah, Hina's controlling it from the other room.
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button!
Whatever you do, don't push it!
Oh man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. So someone was freaking in this room controlling Monokuma. Yeah, that would explain why Monokuma shuts down when the mastermind's busy with other things, but I guess usually, like 99% of the time, Monokuma's holed up, or the mastermind's holed up in this room. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Well, good job, Hina. What about the real Monokuma, though? Cause, well, actually, earlier it seemed like there was bugging out a little bit at the dining hall, but I'm not sure what's going on. Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yup. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Then can't we do something like everybody, like during when we go to the class trial, have one person come to this room and see who's here? Wait, but then that also means that anyone who's been present for the class trials shouldn't be the mastermind because they can't be here and there at the same time. Okay, that's actually a pretty important piece then. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. And the person controlling Monokuma is not Mukuro either because she was dead and Monokuma still worked. It didn't work for a while, but it still worked. It didn't work for a while, but I mean, it came back afterwards. But yeah. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, then that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Oh my god, it's 6th time. Okay. That means it can't be anyone we know right now, and it can't be Mukuro. So it must mean it's someone who we think is dead, but is not actually dead. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Okay. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just I was useless again and didn't do anything. This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope that's not true. So, like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Okay. But what about the hatch? Oh, that's like a secret escape room. Escape route? For the mastermind? 04186. I wonder if that number is important or is it just a random thing? What? As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma? Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and start moving.
Then that room... Oh my god, that means the mastermind was in that hatch the whole time we were there. Holy shit.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So, right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Correctamundo!
But that doesn't make any sense! We were just in there and we didn't see anyone!
Oh, you didn't, did you? Boo boo boo, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way! The hatch on the floor?
Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it!
Well, you know, you made me blow it.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Boop boop boop, peace.
He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave... Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice! You got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later.